Hi, I'm Lucas from Studio Sparks, and today I'm gonna talk a little bit about how we did the music video for Black Market Karma Stepping Loose. So we already had a conversation with Stan from the band. If you wanna check it out, there's probably a link appearing around my head right now. And we already made another visual for his collaboration with Pete Camber, aka Sonic Boom, called the Sour Truth. We did the animation artwork using Stan's, who is kind of like the band leader, artwork. Stan has a very particular style of artwork, of design that he uses on their artworks, and we wanted to explore that on our animation. So I don't have anything kind of organized, I just have a bunch of stuff here, so let's just go ahead and see. Let's just go ahead and see. So for this, I was talking with Stan on the phone a little bit, and sometimes when we talk, he's walking, like he's doing his daily walks, and the song is also called Stepping Loose, and we are talking about, and it came that idea of having a walk cycle, and I sent him as a reference something that we did for Pink Creosote last year, which is a bit similar of what I wanted to do this, but I wanted this version to be more colorful and more trippy to connect with the track, which is, by the way, an instrumental track. And Stan liked the idea, and he wanted to include his brother too. So he sent us some reference of him and his brother walking, so we could have an idea to create the characters, to mold them. And shout out to our friend Pablo, who also helped us to find the best characters and to model it, especially Stan's brother. So let me show you the first stuff that we did. So this is the first test that I sent to Stan. Is like a simple walk cycle of a character that kind of looks like him, and using the colors from the album's artwork. And I also included a little bit of an old film effect on top to make it look a little retro. And that's the very first thing that I did, just a test, and just to show Stan what I had in mind. So from that, Stan wanted to include his brother, and I thought that was cool to have two characters. So we included him, and that's where Pablo helped us doing his brother, especially doing his brother, as I remember. So this is the second test with the two characters walking and playing more with the colors changing on the squares, and more with the overlay effect and with the contrast between the colors, and also I think a little bit more with the old film effect on top of them. So now we are in After Effects, where I did basically everything. I even added in here, and it's kind of like a mess. So at first, at the very bottom of the layers, we have an animation with the squares changing, and I think they were in sync with the beat, and they are just kind of like a loop, where I think that's on the second part, when the music changed, the loop, there's some variation of the loop, but that's basically it. And then we also wanted to include some old footage from science documentaries on top of that, which I thought it was a nice contrast with the characters walking, kind of creates a more trippy world around them. So the original footage was very low quality. It was kind of this, very damage. So we did a little bit of some curve effects, and then we took out the background and we changed the colors, and we did some we applied some exclusion overlays, and that's how it came. Let me show you with the background here. So, you know, we just cut some shots and also sync it with the track, and I think it creates already a very trippy effect. You know, there's just like two things happening here, but since they are like the colors are very bright and they are like in contrast with them, and you know, the overlay effect, it's really just already generating some cool stuff. So it's already a nice background to have the characters on top of it, and you know, like I said, to already create kind of like the place or the universe where the video will take place. So for the characters, we used different camera positions to create a lot of scenes that we later on could edit and mix them together. They are basically just like that, just like a black silhouette, and then we cut in those squares and we applied different colors on them, and we put it on overlay with the background and with that old science footage. So that's how it looks with the, you know, with all the effects mixed together, and yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, as you can see here, is already a cool effect and still very minimal and simple. Just having a lot of colors mixing together with them and changing, and with the overlay creating other colors, it's already a nice effect. And there's also some flashes, which they are very fast on the final video to see, but as you can see, like going frame by frame here, they are there, and they are just to accentuate some parts of the track and to also create kind of like a transition between the scenes. So as the video went along, I wanted to keep dynamic, and I started playing with the position of those squares and flip them horizontally or vertically. As you can see here, there's like the legs of a character and the top part of another one, and I like it to play with that, and also using other shots. You know, it creates a more crazy composition, and it keeps the video dynamic and changing. So here's a scene where I flipped one of the characters and used half of Stan and half of his brother, and then here I changed the position of them. So yeah, this type of stuff that I was playing to keep the video, you know, interesting. We wanted the final look to seem like film, so we did a lot of post-production on top of the video. We included some dirt and scratches filter on top, as you can see, and also a vignette and a lot of noise like this, and a bit of glow. Where's the glow? Here's like a deep glow, like this, which kind of like make everything bloom in a way. And we changed the frame rate to 7 frames per second, which is very slow, but it gives also that old school feel, and like especially like old animation feel. I also like to play with emboss and chromatic aberration. As you can see in the foot here, if we add a little bit of emboss, it creates this shadow around, which is something that normally happens in old movie and old film, and chromatic aberration also generates this. I will turn off, as you can see here, some red and blue around, which is also camera aberration, so also helps with that. So while I was filming, the camera battery ran out of juice and we had to stop filming, but that's how pretty much everything worked. That's how was our process, and I think you could see how all those pieces together formed the final look. I just want to give a shout out to Stam and the whole Black Market Karma band, and to Flower Power Records, and to Fuzz Club Records. We love all of you guys, and thanks again for reaching out to us and for the opportunity to make this cool animation. Again, I'm Lucas from Studio Sparks. We are a visual arts studio from Portugal, and we are focused on the music world. So we do a lot of music visuals, visualizers, Spotify canvas, designs, artworks, a bunch of stuff to a lot of musicians and bands. So please check our stuff. Today is a sunny Sunday here in Porto, and I'm going to eat something, and I'm going to drink something, and I'm going to play Nintendo Switch. So I see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.